If you don't know me, my name is Portia, and I am the work from home job coach, also known as the owner of FYIRemoteJobs.com, and we're about to go over some great opportunities in my premium community. For you, this will be free unless you want direct links. You can join down below at the link in the description box, but let's go ahead and get started. Avery is hiring for a patient technology support specialist. This is a 1099 role, so there are no benefits. But the great thing about that is they are offering $22 to $25 per hour, and that is before taxes, which means you'll get the same thing. Just make sure to pay Uncle Sam, y'all. But for this position, it is pretty entry-level friendly. If you want to know more information about Avery, they're letting you know that they are a approved virtual intensive cardiac rehabilitation center, and they help providers serve thousands of patients nationwide. When we scroll a little further down, they'll let you know what this position pretty much is. And in this position, you'll be helping patients connect their technologies. And the only requirements for this role is 1 year in a help desk or technical support position. They'd also like you to have exceptional patience and empathy, and feel comfortable troubleshooting devices like iPads, Android tablets, Windows, Mac Basics, and Zoom. They prefer if you have experience in healthcare, but this is preferred, not required. If you have any certifications like CompTIA, A+, that's a benefit, but again, it is not required. And if you are bilingual, they would definitely like to hear from you. So again, this company is Avery. Make sure that you go and apply quickly, because I have a feeling that this will not last too much longer. The next company we're going to go out to is Arene. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly, but they're hiring an outreach specialist, and this is open to all states, as you can see here. If you want to know a little bit more about the company, you can go through and read the description, but they are pretty much a healthcare company. When you scroll down, they will let you know a little bit more about the role, and this is a customer service healthcare centered position. In the description, they're letting you know that you'll be engaging with pharmacies by phone to deliver services on the behalf of their patient health plans. And they let you know that you can expect during your shift to receive about 75 to 100 calls. That is on the higher end, but I love that they are upfront about that, so there's no surprises once you begin this role. You will also conduct follow-up tasks with pharmacists, obtain provider contact information, keep accurate records, as well as other assigned projects. This is pretty entry-level friendly. They're only looking for 6 months of high-volume call center experience, preferably in healthcare. So if you have that, make sure that you have medical terminology on your resume and that you reference that you have dealt with different medications in your prior positions. If you have done that, they want strong computer skills. They want you to be used to dealing with PHI information. If you don't know what that is, Google it, because you most likely are if you've worked in customer service in any capacity. And they're letting you know the schedule, which is great. And my favorite part is that they're letting you know the pay, $17 to $20 an hour. Again, open to all states, and they are letting you know up front that you will have to pass a background check. So if you have something that is not so friendly in your background, you may want to skip this one. And then we're going to scroll on down to MotiveCare. MotiveCare is a company that hires so frequently. Put them on your list if you've been struggling in your job search. And they're hiring a health navigator for their monitoring department. And they're letting you know that this is going to be assisting customers or patients. This is a high volume medical alert alarms. They're letting you know that you will be responsible for assisting patients in different situations, as well as health professionals. You'll conduct private phone assessments, and you will be following different workflows. And you can find out the nitty-gritty about this position in the description. But we're going to scroll on down to the requirements. They're letting you know high school diploma is required. They would like for you to have 2 years of experience in the healthcare industry. If you are a LPN, CNA, or CMA, this is perfect for you. And they love call center experience as well. And our favorite part, they're letting you know that for the pay, it is going to be $21.64, which is great, I think, for an entry-level role, especially if you're looking to get your foot in the door at a company that is known to frequently hire. So with that said, let's move on to the next one. And our next position is going to be with a company called Relics, or that's how I'm going to pronounce the name. And they're hiring for a customer administrative specialist, and this position is open nationwide. So just ignore that little Washington, D.C., because you can get hired from any state within the U.S. This is going to go quickly. There's only 1 day left to apply. So if you're interested, make sure you don't sleep on this one. In this role, you will play a supporting role for their civilian markets department. You'll be responsible for supporting sales activity, maintaining accurate customer and prospect records, and assisting with orders and documentation. You will also be the outbound sales contact. So you'll pursue leads, support customers during ordering activity, and maintain communication with sales leadership. So make sure that you are comfortable making outbound calls as well as sales. I know that's not for everyone, but if it is for you, this is a great position for you to consider. They list the pay from $35K to $58K, and that's a pretty decent range, and there may be some commission pay involved as well. So if you're interested in this position, make sure you head on over to Relix and put your application in quickly, because this is only going to be up for another day. And then we're going to move on to Humana. Humana is hiring for their administrative coordinator position. In this role, you will be supporting their utilization team. They are indicating they'd like 2 years of customer service experience, 2 years of medical terminology, or if you've had experience working with ICD codes, that would be great. And they're letting you know that you have to be a U.S. citizen for this position. Bonus experience, if you have behavioral health experience, if you have TRICARE or military health system experiences as well, and if you've worked in prior authorization. And they are letting you know that if you were to be hybrid, this would be the setup that they would like you to have. And associates who live and work in California, Illinois, Montana, or South Dakota will also be provided a bi-weekly payment for their internet expenses, which is great as well. So, and at the bottom, we have our pay for this position. So we always want to know that up front. I prefer roles where they list the pay, so we're making sure we're not wasting our time. So if you're interested, make sure to visit Humana's career page. And then we're going to scroll down to a company called LifeMD. LifeMD is hiring for an administrative assistant in their clinical operations department. As you can see here, LifeMD, they are a leading digital healthcare company committed to virtual care, pharmacy services, and diagnostics. As we scroll on down, they'll tell us more about the role, and this is where you will coordinate and provide logistics support for that department. In this role, you do not make clinical scheduling or credentialing decisions. This is more in the operations side of things. They're letting you know that you will be the owner of the onboarding process from hire to handoff, that you will be sending welcome communications and collecting required documentation. And you can read more about all of the things that you will be responsible for under the requirements. But we're going to move on to the qualifications, and they're letting you know that you have to be organized with a role like this, comfortable managing multiple trackers and deadlines. This is perfect if you have operations experience, and you need to be able to coordinate across a fast-paced health environment. And they list the benefits there, as well as the compensation. And again, we appreciate them for that, so there are no surprises. So if you are interested and you're in the U.S., because there are no state restrictions, make sure you go to LifeMD's career site and put your application in. And we're going to go to the next company, which is Elara. Elara is hiring a billing specialist, and Elara hires frequently as well. They are letting you know that they are a healthcare provider and that they support women through multiple life stages. In this particular position, you'll help patients navigate their insurance and healthcare with confidence and clarity. Scrolling on down, we see that your key responsibilities will be providing patient support through software. So that may be possibly you won't be on the phone so much, but you'll answer routine billing questions. You will also go over basic insurance concepts, and you will work with a variety of departments such as patients, providers, and other billing specialists. The requirements for this role is 3+ years of medical billing. They will also like you to have experience navigating patient portals and assisting patients with billing related concerns, and they'd like you to have strong verbal and written communication skills. So if this is something that you're interested in, make sure you head on down to Elara and put your application in. Next company we have is Quince, and they're hiring a customer experience specialist, and this role is open throughout the United States, so you can apply regardless of where you live, as long as you are a U.S. citizen and that you're in the United States, of course. With this role, They're letting you know that you'll be a customer experience specialist. You'll be owning each customer interaction from start to finish. You will resolve issues with empathy, turning challenges into positive experiences, and you will share insights and reoccurring patterns that you may see within your role. You're also letting you know what success looks like. So if you're familiar with customer service metrics, you know that this is something that is involved in almost every role. And they're letting you know that they have a path for growth opportunities. So when you join Quince, you won't be stuck in one position. They are actively supporting your growth goals. And of course, here is my favorite part, is the pay. They're letting you know that this would be $23 an hour, and you would receive up to $1,000 a month as far as a performance bonus, 3 weeks paid training and onboarding, and they do referral bonuses, medical, dental, vision, life, disability, 401k, and more. All of that sounds great to me. How does it sound to you? And for this role, they're only asking for a high school diploma or GED, and they like around 4 years of customer service experience, and they're letting you know that you will need high-speed internet. Note, they are not asking you for equipment, but they're letting you know that you will need high-speed internet. So definitely go and check out this role. I actually have one of my Done For You clients who's been moved to an assessment for this role. So they are actively hiring. And if you're interested in being a Done For You client, definitely make sure to drop a comment down below if you're interested in knowing what that is. And the last company we're talking about today is Datavant, because they are a quick hire company. Datavant moves very quickly through their hiring process. If you apply today, it is entirely possible that you will receive an assessment or a virtual interview request. This is a full-time position, a customer service role, and Datavant is a healthcare company. In this role, you'll be providing exceptional customer service. You will cross-sell and upsell. They want you to have attention to detail, adhere to company policy and structure. And with this, they're asking you if you will have Salesforce, Microsoft 365, as far as software experience. Please make sure that is on your resume if you're going to be applying for this role. And they also let you know that these are some fields that would be a plus if you have that. Make sure it is on your resume. And our favorite part is the pay. It's from $17 to $21 an hour. And again, Datavant is a quick hire company. So if you have been laid off or you are 2 checks away from financial disaster, run, don't walk, run and apply for this role at Datavant. If you don't even get an interview or an assessment, you are definitely in need of some resume assistance. So with that being said, you can find links to all of these positions that we've talked about today in my premium remote community, which is hosted on School. You can find a link down below in the description box. In my community, not only do you get up to 50 plus remote job leads Monday through Friday, but you also get resume resources. So if you apply for the 2 companies that I said are easy hire roles, you need to join my community and get resume support, where I share with you my AI prompts to help you adapt your resume the right way with AI. And again, you're getting over 1,000 job leads for the month for just $30.